From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Foxborough. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
This is Walker on 2nd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down, the Patriots sending out some reinforcements with a dime package. Throwing here, Darnold. Complete beyond the marker. He'll have the first down and even more. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Walker on 1st down. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Forced out to his right. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9.
Go, lady.
To throw. Here's Darnold. Throw caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Now Darnold. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. About 4 yards for him on that run. More distance than that left, though, on 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. Walker. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. He finds his running back deep down the left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll run here on 1st down. Down the sideline inside the 30. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots start off well to tie things 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. Taken in by Noah Fant. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of Walker. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. That's into the hands of Moore. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds him over the middle. Running in the red zone. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Darnold looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It's a Seattle touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Got it. Ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Come on.
Going play action. May. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
19. Go. Buffalo 18.
From the 39. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway. Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 37. Gets this to Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Darnold to throw. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Running back sent in motion. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
A tight end in motion now. On 1st down, they'll run. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
60 Bobcat. Here we go, here we go. Dragon 60.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Shakir with the grab. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
18 run.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Patriots facing a deficit near the break. 1st down, ball at the 36.
Ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hup.
May now from the gun. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
19 Lion. Ready. Check go.
From the gun, it's May. Completed to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Trap 60, Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
May on 1st and 10. Connection made to Shakir. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the air yet again, May. Has it down close. Touchdown, New England. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Walker hauls it in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Sets them up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Here we go, set. Ready. 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 Set.
They'll throw it again. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing here, Darnold. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go, set. Lady.
Now Darnold. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Set it. Cut 19. Hut, hut.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. He puts some power on it, deep one left. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Warrior 70. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready?
Oh, he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as you can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Go! 70 range, go!
Here's 2nd and 11. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
May now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
To the air on 1st down, May. Complete to Shakir. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready? Mustang 19. Ready?
Here's May. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
7 Pirates.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... They connect on the deep shot. And he has the New England touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots tie this game at 21. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff to Walker from the gun. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackled by Keon White there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Pass complete to Walker. Is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30.
On the jump.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Come 19. Come 19. Hit it.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Hits his running back. Escapes a defender. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Set it. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60. Go.
May now from the gun. That's cut at the 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll try and punch it in.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Ready. Hey, smash. Warrior 70. Check go.
Made to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
That goes for 36 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Go side. Ready. Tight.
To throw, here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Escapes the sack. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They send a man in motion. May on first and 10. Connection made to Shakir. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
First down throw for May. It is caught left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, set. 18, Pioneer.
Going play action, May. Caught quickly on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a New England first down.
Got it, ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, here we go.
To the air yet again, May. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots now trailed by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. He's Marley won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Darnold to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he got this close to midfield before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Throwing from the gun. Moore's got it. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. It's a Seattle touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Panther 11. Ready?
From the gun, it's May. Shakir with the grab. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
79 Broncos. Go.
May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Cut 19.
2nd and 3. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Check go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Set. Bronco 80.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots cut it to a point late in this one. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Red 80. No 80.
Setting up to pass. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He'll look to throw it. Able to get it to Moore. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here he is to throw. Escapes out to the left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Back to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots take possession off their second interception of the game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. May looking to throw. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So this is a win for the Patriots. And they get one more victory in a division champion season. That, of course, not the championship they're focused on, right, Brock? And the road to the Super Bowl will begin at home next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners. As with that, we'll sign off from New England.